President Obama is blaming us for how he's going to go down in history. He keeps pointing the finger at us here at Fox, not just for Hillary's loss, but for why he has a tainted legacy. Most recently, take a look at this. He said to The Atlantic, and I quote, "In 2008, I was never subjected to the kind of concentrated vilification that you see of Fox News. You started to see that kind of prism being established toward the end of the 2008 race, and obviously, almost immediately after I was elected, it was deployed in full force." Here we go again. Why is it always someone else's fault? Joining me right now, Howie Kurtz, the host of MediaBuzz on the Fox News channel. Howie, it's this victimization thing that they keep doing over and over and over and over again. It's not our fault that he couldn't get the economy going. It's not our fault that Hillary Clinton couldn't engage voters and thereby continue his legacy, yet he chooses to blame us.
Yeah, blaming Fox and blaming Rush Limbaugh. Look, Barack Obama has less than a month left in office, and he doesn't seem to be able to get past this Fox fixation. What he seems to forget whenever he takes these swipes is that as president, he's got the biggest megaphone in the world, certainly far larger than a single cable news network, and yet he seems to feel like he would have been a lot more popular, a lot more successful if it only wasn't for the terrible people at Fox News. You
know, maybe he should take to Twitter and just tweet out his message a little bit more. Somebody else is doing that pretty successfully.
Yeah,
but, you know, I think it speaks in broader ways about how the left, for whatever reason, it's a victimization thing, right? It's always someone else's fault. It's someone else's fault. You don't have a good job. You haven't gotten further ahead in life. You know, nothing to do with maybe your own reality, and maybe you didn't work so hard. They want someone else to take the blame. And this is President Obama saying it's Fox News. That's the reason. If I have any taint on my legacy, that's why.
Right. The president had half a point when he talked about how to many people maybe he's a fictional character because it's not really about him. If you're angry at the government, you're angry at the head of the government. I get that. But to keep coming back to Fox and Rush and that sort of thing, you know, what also conveniently is left out of that equation is there are these other media outlets. Oh, New York Times and Washington Post editorial pages, another place that his initials are MSNBC, that have very positive portrayals of the president. And so why he dwells so much, and the fact that he doesn't make a distinction between the journalists at Fox News. He had a perfectly fair interview with Chris Wallace a few months back, and the opinion people, I don't know. I know he's smart enough to get that, but he chooses not to dwell on that.
Well, I have some advice for the outgoing president. Get over it. Thank you so much, Howie.